Rise and shine. I'm out here, morning walk. Just wanted to talk a little bit more about becoming human. First, the beautiful lake behind me. Once I get on the trail, I'll turn the camera on again some more so y'all can get a little bit of that nature feel. It's lovely. It's nourishing, replenishing. But I want to talk a little bit more about becoming human. I know I said it was a health message, but more than that, it's a lifestyle. Our house, it backs up to a trail where people walk, run, bike, exercise. And over the years, you get to know a lot of people, see a lot of familiar faces, make a lot of friends, but you also see a lot of people come and go. And I started to wonder why was it some people were more consistent, had more success in their routine than others. And I started to notice a pattern the more I watched. And of course, there's always other variables, but when you can recognize patterns, it's always helpful because you can apply some of those things to your own journey, to your own life, and enhance yourself in the process. And of course, that helps you be better for your family, and it helps you show up better for people that you care about, as well as yourself. So as I watch people, I started to notice that a lot of the people who've been consistent over the years, they would walk in flip-flops, run in pajamas, walk in shirt and tie, their work clothes, work vest. And a lot of the people who were inconsistent, they had a lot more going on. So this isn't about like judgment. If you like to, there's nothing wrong with looking good, when you go to work out. I've done it. But it brought me back to, back when I played basketball in high school. I would literally sleep in the clothes that I was going to work out in the next day. So I could just hop right out of bed and get straight to it. And this was the same pattern I saw in the people who had consistency, who were consistent over the years. They made the process easy. And that's important when you're making a lifestyle change. You want to make your transitions as easy as possible, especially when you're doing something different that's a little bit unnatural for you at the moment. The more obstacles you put in your way, then you decrease your chances of having success. Even if that's something simple like going home to change clothes before you go to work out. I mentioned seeing people out there walking in shirt and tie. Imagine you get off work, you're tired, right? You go home, take your clothes off. Now it's going to require so much more energy to put clothes back on, to leave back out of the house again and go exercise. So you want to remove as many obstacles as you possibly can when you're talking about making lifestyle changes. This increases your chances of having success in whatever it is you're trying to accomplish. Cool. Well, as I strive to become more human on this journey with everybody else, I think it's really important for all of us to share little tidbits of wisdom like that, because that helps everybody enhance their life and enhance themselves. I love being here. Literally one of my favorite things in the world to do is to go hike, be out in nature. You realize you have way more energy, so much more energy than you thought you have being in the city. It's so funny how that works. But you definitely feel tapped in when you're in places like this. It's one of the reasons why I encourage people to get outside so much. Get in the sunshine. There's a transfer of energy that takes place that most of us aren't aware of. But the more you're out here, the more it becomes super obvious, the more you feel it. Sometimes my wife and I, before we had our son, 5 months ago now, would go on 10-mile hikes, mountains, camp out overnight, and we would just have a ton of energy and would require way less food than we normally would when we would just, sit around at home. So, that transfer of energy is super real, and you definitely feel revitalized, younger, happier. So I definitely 100% recommend getting tapped in, getting outside, getting you some sunshine. For those of y'all who know me know I walk a lot. People always ask me, or friends of mine, how much should I walk? And I always tell them, well, they say they walk like 5,000 steps a day at work, and they be exhausted afterwards. And it's because they're not liking the walk. They're not enjoying the walk. When you enjoy the walk, 5,000 steps is nothing. You easily do 15,000 steps, and you still have energy afterwards. So enjoying a walk, enjoying 3,000 steps feels much more better on your body than doing 5,000 steps that you don't like. So try to make your walks joyful, enjoyable. Do them in places that are comfortable to you, that helps you relax. Hey, good morning. Hey, good morning. Yes, sir. Do it in places that help you relax. And do it with people that you can be joyful with. You get way more out of a walk than just your 5,000 steps at work or doing it in a way that's miserable for you. Listen to that. That sounds beautiful. Check this out, old well. Wonder how long it's been here for. Who knows, could be over 100 years, but I don't know, just making that up. This very spot right here, a few days before our son was born, it's a little incline. My wife struggled really hard to get up this spot. It's so funny, we laugh about it, but it's a spot that she normally flies up with ease, but having a baby in her and being so close to delivery, it was a challenge. Look, a baby deer. Zoom in. See it? You see her? Hey, girl. There she is. Super cool. I love it. Yeah, she's by herself. I don't see any other ones. I just try and chill and just kind of let them pass so I don't scare them. Oh, no. There's another one. There we go. You can't see that one, though. Silhouette's broken up behind the trees. Hey, girl. I'm just passing. There's usually more than two. Hey, girl. They see a lot of humans. I know once one let me walk right past her. Hey. So when you're making lifestyle changes, you want to make your transitions as easy as possible. That way they're, as joyful as possible. When I'm out in nature, on trails, hiking, you meet people who are just filled with joy, and then you meet people who are kind of in a rut, kind of miserable. And we're in the same place, so what's different? It's the state of mind. So you really want to, do things that will allow you to enhance your state of mind as easy as possible, because it's going to be difficult to begin with. But you also want to have other methods and other practices that allows you to interact with yourself in a healthy way. And that's where certain types of meditations come into play. They could really help you get into your body, so you really feel you're aware of what's happening within yourself way early before things start to rev up and become unmanageable. But you also get a little bit of distance from your habitual thoughts, from your ruminating thoughts. And so I'll talk some more about that a little bit later. But yeah, just make sure your transitions are easy and you're doing things in places with people that bring you joy. That way it's easy to be consistent, and that increases your chances of ultimately having the success that you want out of the process. Yo, becoming human is really a down-to-earth thing. We talk about, I saw this documentary once before where these scientists, they were going into all these other countries where people hadn't had Western diets before. And these people lived long, healthy lives. They did incredible things like ran ultra marathons regularly and just had what we would consider to be superhuman abilities, right? And some of these people, they moved to the West, and within a short time period of, say, roughly 2 years, they had severe onset diabetes and other illnesses that, typically take us, 20, 30, 40 years to really be present in our lives in a severe way. They were getting them rapidly. And what I kind of took away from this is, what the scientists actually said was, us in the West, we actually have some sort of a mutation that allows us to digest unhealthy environments a lot better than people who spent their whole lives in really healthy environments with really rich foods. They deteriorate a lot faster in unhealthy environments than us who've consumed unhealthy things for probably our whole lives, right? So becoming human, I look at these people who had superhuman abilities, that what we would consider superhuman abilities, to be actual human, right? And we're the ones with the mutation, and that's okay. This isn't about saying one is better than the other per se, but this is about getting the balance, right? I know most people don't want to go back to living in the wilderness, and I don't think that's going to happen anyway. But at the same time, we do need those elements to offer us a level of health and purity in our lives, so we can live a great quality of life longer into life as we age. So becoming human is really a down-to-earth thing. It's about really being superhuman, because that's who we truly are. We really are superhuman beings, and we've through ignorance and through other means, we've numbed ourselves to our abilities. And so becoming human is a down-to-earth thing. It's getting back to understanding how special it really is to be human, and to truly embrace that, and to do that as a journey. And I'm on a journey, we're all on a journey, and we'll get there when we get there. But to have the intent and put forth the action and be consistent is what transformation takes. All right. So as you can see, it's green and sunny. And if it's sunny where you are, you know what I'm about to say. Get out there and get you some. I look forward to continuing this journey of becoming human with you. continue sunbathing. I'm out here doing the same thing. Adios, friend.